this morning, Topeka Police Department and Topeka Fire Department personnel responded to a car accident on westbound I-470 at Huntoon. The initial TFD response included an engine company, an aerial company, and a battalion chief. After arriving and while checking on the condition of the occupants from the initial accident, another vehicle left the roadway and struck a firefighter. Personnel on scene reported a mayday and requested additional assistance via radio. Additional TFD units, including command staff, responded to the scene. Personnel on scene immediately began administering care to the injured firefighter. The firefighter was then transported to a local hospital by AMR and TFD personnel with serious injuries. The firefighter is currently awake and alert at the hospital. The injured male firefighter is a captain with 21 years of service. The citizens involved in both accidents were treated on scene with minor injuries, which did not require transport to the hospital. Peer support team members were notified and are available to assist personnel who responded on this incident. The Kansas Highway Patrol is investigating both accidents, and further details regarding these accidents will be coming from them. At the Topeka Fire Department, we are a family. The entire department is coming together to surround the injured firefighter and his family with support, and our primary focus is on the health of this individual. This situation amplifies the dangers that fire crews and other first responders face every day when responding to calls on roadways. We want to stress to the public the importance of driving with caution, especially in winter and icy conditions or when you see emergency lights in front of you. Please be aware of others on the road, give vehicles in front of you plenty of space during winter road conditions, and be especially mindful of fire crews and other first responders who are working to keep you safe. I want to recognize the quick actions of our members who tended to the injured firefighter. I also want to thank the other first responders who assisted during this critical incident, including Topeka Police Department, AMR, the Kansas Highway Patrol, and the Shawnee County Emergency Communications Center. Our fire department family is rallying around one of our own, and we hope you will do your part in keeping everyone in Topeka safe on the roads in this wintertime. With that, I will stand for a few questions. Please know we will not be sharing any additional details about the involved firefighter out of respect for him and his family.
Describe this accident. How long was it that you guys had been on the scene for the first one? And then talk us through when you guys knew, well, the firefighters knew that something was happening. You looked up, you had no reaction time, others scattered, there was still the captain there. Kind of talk us through what happened there.
So I know it was a very short time period that our initial arriving crews were on scene. We had two vehicles that had previously left the roadway off of 470 down towards the on-ramp for westbound. While TFD personnel were proceeding down the embankment to check on the condition of those individuals involved, that's when some heard, some saw another vehicle sliding and leaving the roadway. Members tried to get out of the way as best they could, and obviously one of our members was not able to avoid the incident.
You don't want to talk about the captain, but what kind of injuries? A leg, internal? What is it?
He's being assessed by staff at the hospital, and I don't have any other information on that.
So this occurred just north of the 21st Street on-ramp, westbound?
No, this would have been at I-470 in Huntoon. So when you come around the curve there, you come over the bridge, and then you have the on-ramp coming up the hill from Huntoon onto westbound I-470. It was right in that vicinity.
And so the initial vehicles went down the hill?
That is my understanding, yes.
Were the firefighters pretty far from the road when this happened?
I don't have that information at this time. That'll be a detail that will come out in KHP's investigation. No, he was not struck on the roadway. Obviously, this isn't something that happens every day, but the potential for this type of incident is something that our personnel deal with, and not just our personnel, but any first responders, whether it's AMR, law enforcement, whoever. That's why it's so important when other motorists come up upon an accident scene or upon emergency lights that we slow down and we move away from that incident so we don't have something like this occurring.
Is there a way people can help?
I would say just keep our injured member in their thoughts and prayers. And like I said earlier, just slow down and take your time. Obviously, the conditions are not ideal today. And even as we go through the rest of the winter, anytime you come upon conditions like this, slow down, take your time. Whether it's one of our members or a member of the community, we don't want to see anybody injured needlessly on the roadways.
I don't know if I've heard a Mayday alert from you guys. Obviously, it's not common, thankfully, but when is the last time you've had to use a Mayday alert?
I don't have an exact date on that. The last time we've had a serious on-duty injury or line-of-duty death was in 2007 when Captain Tony Cox passed away at a fire scene.
One more question.
Can you talk about the procedures and kind of how you guys keep firefighters safe, maybe certain barriers or a little bit away from the roads? Can you talk about that?
So standard response for TFD when we respond to a motor vehicle accident is an engine company, a truck or aerial ladder company, and a battalion chief. We try to use the apparatus and position them in a way to provide a barrier between where the accident scene is at, where our personnel are operating at, and where other motorists may be coming. But obviously, we can't completely, shut down that scene from a 360-degree angle. And also, when you have an incident like this where you had vehicles that had left the roadway and are in different locations, that just makes that much more of an issue for us.
So again, you said, how's the captain doing? How did you describe it?
He was initially transported with serious injuries, and he's awake and alert at the hospital, and he's being assessed by hospital personnel.
You would say he's okay. So he's just
I don't have anything further on that.
Thank you, Chief. Appreciate it.
Thank you all very much.